You're working harder than ever, but your bank account just isn't keeping up. You feel stuck, like you're just treading water while you watch other people race ahead. You follow all the rules, you put in the hours, but that feeling of financial anxiety, it just never really goes away, does it? What if I told you the problem isn't how hard you work, but how small you think? What if aiming for a realistic goal is the very thing that guarantees you'll fall short? And what if the secret to breaking free wasn't about a tiny 10% improvement, but a massive 10x explosion in your life? Stick with me, because we're about to shatter the invisible beliefs that keep you struggling and install a whole new mindset for creating wealth. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't about being lazy. You're not lazy. You're trapped, caught in what I call the poverty programming trap. It's a set of quiet, everyday thought habits that kill your success before you even get started. Think about the thermostat in your house. You set it to 70 degrees. If it gets hotter outside, the AC kicks on to bring it back to 70. If it gets freezing cold, the heat kicks on to bring it back up. Your financial mindset works the exact same way. If you're mentally programmed for just enough, your brain will subconsciously sabotage you to keep you right there. You make a little extra money, and suddenly a surprise bill appears out of nowhere. You get a small raise, and your spending mysteriously expands to swallow it whole. This program runs on a few key habits of small thinking. First, setting realistic goals. We've all heard about setting SMART goals. But what if the R, realistic, is actually a trap? A realistic goal feels safe, but it's poison for your potential. It doesn't inspire you or force you to get creative. It keeps you stuck playing in your current sandbox, which means you just keep getting the same old results. Incremental thinking gives you incremental results, and that's the slow road to nowhere. The second habit is chronically underestimating what it really takes to win. The biggest mistake isn't just setting the bar too low. It's completely misjudging the sheer amount of action, energy, and time required. You think you need to make 10 calls, but the truth is you probably need to make 100. You think you need to save for 3 months, but life throws a curveball and it takes 6. When you hit these roadblocks, and you always will, you get discouraged and quit, thinking the goal was impossible. The goal wasn't the problem, your math was. The third habit, focusing on competing instead of dominating. When you compete, you're just accepting the game as it is. You look at what everyone else is doing and try to be a little bit better or a little bit cheaper. Dominating means you refuse to play their game at all. You create a whole new one. While your competitors are scrapping for a 10% edge, you're busy creating a category they can't even touch. Small thinking makes you a player. Big thinking makes you the game. So if small thinking is the disease, what's the cure? It's a simple, yet world-altering philosophy popularized by Grant Cardone, the 10x rule. And this isn't just some fluffy motivational quote. It's a practical framework for achieving unbelievable results. The 10x rule is built on 2 core pillars. First, you have to set targets that are 10 times bigger than what you currently think you can achieve. Not 20% bigger, not double, 10 times bigger. If your goal is to earn $100,000 this year, your new goal is $1 million. If you want 1,000 followers, your new goal is 10,000. Yeah, it sounds completely insane, and that's the whole point. A goal that huge forces your brain to throw out all its old, realistic junk and start fresh, from a place of pure creativity. Second, you have to take 10 times the action you think is necessary to get there. Not just a little more action, massive action. This is what separates the dreamers from the dominators. For every email you thought you had to send, every project you thought you had to complete, you multiply it by 10. Here's the brilliant part. When you set a goal so massive that it feels impossible, you tap into a totally different level of energy. A goal to earn an extra $5,000 is kind of interesting. A goal to earn an extra $500,000? That's electrifying. It completely changes the questions you ask. Instead of, how can I work a few extra hours? You start asking, what systems do I need to build? Who do I have to become to make this a reality? And here's the magic trick. Even if you fail and fall short of your 10x goal, you'll blow past your original target. Aim for $1 million and only get halfway there? You're still sitting on $500,000. Aim for $100,000 and hit an unexpected roadblock? You might end up with $70,000 and feel like a failure. 10x thinking builds a giant buffer for the chaos and friction of the real world. I know what you might be thinking. This is a huge shift. It's one thing to hear it, and another thing entirely to live it. Undoing years of small thinking habits is tough, but it all starts with a few deliberate actions. So, let's get practical and talk about the 4 steps you can take today to start activating your 10x mindset. Here's something you need to understand. The 10x mindset will absolutely make you wealthier, but its real power goes way beyond your bank account. This philosophy builds a kind of discipline, resilience, and creativity that bleeds into every single corner of your life. You become a better problem solver. You become a leader people want to follow, because huge, inspiring goals are magnetic. Top talent doesn't flock to a company trying to get 10% better. They run toward a mission to change the world. And this isn't just one person's idea. This way of thinking echoes the work of visionaries like Peter Diamandis on exponential growth and Dr. Benjamin Hardy on reshaping your identity. The core idea is that you have to stop seeing yourself as someone who hopes for success and start embodying the identity of someone for whom success is the inevitable result of their daily actions. For years, you've been told to be reasonable. Be realistic. Don't get your hopes up. And where has that gotten you? Feeling overworked, under-rewarded, and stuck. The real enemy isn't your job or the economy. It's the small-scale thinking that has you aiming for the basement when you should be aiming for the stratosphere. It's the voice of mediocrity that tells you to play nice when you should be changing the entire game. The 10x mindset is your declaration of war on that voice. It's a promise to yourself that good enough is no longer good enough. It's the decision to demand more from life by first demanding more from yourself. It's all built on 2 truths. Set goals 10 times bigger than you think is possible, and take 10 times the action you think is necessary. The biggest gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't your background or your bank account. It's the size of your ambition. Stop thinking 2x. Start living 10x. If this video helped shift your perspective, show your commitment to a bigger future and hit that subscribe button. And for your very next step, check out this video on the 5 poverty habits you need to drop right now. The journey starts now.